And here we go. They can make it 2-0 here in Bradford.
That goal by Shaquille Bradford secure a huge, massive win for Harbour. Welcome people, John Pell fan here, and we have a small mini review of the two games that happened Sunday. It was basically the wrap-up of match week 7 as the teams that were in the CONCACAF regional matches, Harbour and Cavaliers got to finish their match week 7 matches against Treasure Beach and Arnett respectively. So before we get to the Cavalier Arnett match that played afterwards at Sabina Park, we have to take on this relegation 6-pointer that happened at Stets, where Treasure Beach, the host, Harbour. So Treasure Beach came into this game 7 games losing streak, Very poor form that saw them slip all the way down to 13th. Where Harbour, who have just one win in the last 5, were having an up and down season that see them just around 11th or 12th above the relegation battle. Harbour has not kept a clean sheet in many games, while Treasure Beach has not scored in just as much many games. So how this one they go, people? How this one they happen? Well, thanks to the excellent coverage by GBSN, you guys should give that guy a follow because he have excellent coverage for ending over St. Elizabeth. Was able to watch the match live. And here's the thing, people, I'm going to tell you straight up. I'm a big believer in football. You make your own luck. Well, in sports and life overall, you make your own luck. And I also hear the big debate that's been going on for some time now on radio about this whole ideology of playing better and lose. Can you really play better and still lose? I understand all of that, right? We don't really believe, because just like what happened to my beloved Arsenal Sunday gone, we played better, but quote unquote, but we lost the game. But in this particular match for Harbour, people, what a team lucky. We're sorry, what a team lucky. Straight luck. Well, it's hard to say straight luck, but man, I watched the game and I was there waiting, sitting there wondering when Harbour was going to kick into gear and really take this game by the scruff of the neck. I was under the impression that Harbour is a much stronger squad than Treasure Beach. And yet the results are poor lately, but you get the impression that Harbour should have a stronger team. And it never looks so. Treasure Beach were by far the better team in some aspect in this game. And they really play some decent football and come close on decent occasions. While Harbour did well to hang around, Don't get me wrong, they did well to hang around in the match as long as they could. It's just that I was shocked not to see the greater impetus was not being placed by Harbour, who, again, just, they feel like they were just going through the motions. By Treasure Beach, obviously, because maybe they're the home team, felt like this was a huge opportunity for them to get out of their funk, and were mostly on the front foot, while Harbour was playing decent counter ball. And guys, I guess it worked in their favour because thanks to a reckless challenge just outside the box in the 98th minute, Anglin stepped up and got a nice goal via deflection that passed the keeper, going the back of the net, and gave Harbour a jarring, surprising 1-0 lead in the late day game. And then, of course, desperation kicked in and Treasure Beach threw his kitchen sink and saw that East Bradford got the 1-1 with the empty net and finished him off a very important 2-0 win for Ludlow. Very good win for Harbour. Apart, I honestly don't think they perform well, but again, when you're trying to fight and survive, all that matters is the 3 points. And I hope that this kid them sees it into high gear and them can play better going forward. There was another important match Wednesday, more on that later, but I still feel, boy, it was just bad and tough on Treasure Beach. I thought they really played well. And, again, you make your own luck, they say, and, you should finish your chances. But it is my heart weak for them. My heart weak for them. And if they end up go down by let us say 2 points or 1 point, you'll probably think about this much. Well, Harbour, good work from them. Let's look into the stats quickly. Yeah, so total shots. Treasure Beach had 7, where Harbour had 5. Treasure Beach has 4 shots on goal, and Harbour had 2. What we do have here is possession, and I swear if I had possession, you'd probably say Treasure Beach probably 60 compared to Harbour. Treasure Beach was really the team that was going at it, for Harbour well kept in the game and got them deserved victory in the end, I guess. But anyway, big win for Harbour, big win. Keep them away from relegation. But Shredder Beach, boy, it'll look worse and worse and worse for them. So again, it finished Shredder Beach 0, Harbour 2. So let's go from the end of the table to the top of the table. Cavalier would have saw a lot of their top guns returning back to the team, right? And one of them, you're going to see one of them especially here soon, face Arnett that are bouncing off of their own top player returning in terms of Fabian Reed. Arnett is coming off a good win in the midweek, while Cavalier is also coming off a good win in the midweek. So I was actually thinking it's going to be the big blockbuster match, and I was looking forward to it. But to be honest, guys, as a neutral, this game was fairly boring. Why? Because Arnett had one of the worst half of football I've seen from them in years. They were absolutely terrible in the first half. They made some changes, and man like Philando Wingo did not start, but I still never expect them to be so unable to connect passes and look out of sync as much as they did in the first half. Cavalier, on the other hand, were up for it. I guess Cavalier believed this was going to be a tough game, and they played like it. From the kickoff, Cavalier were going at 100 miles per hour, and they did everything they was doing well in terms of closing down and playing good position football. But we give straight credit now to one returning in the Cavalier team, and that's Dwayne Atkinson, who was back from Iceland, and he gave such attacking impetus to this Cavalier team that sometimes felt lacking early in the season. He was basically, for the most part, kind of unplayable and give the likes of Gerald Neal on the right back position for Arnett some trouble. His corner led to the first goal by Ming, his first goal of the season, and then Atkinson again link up with Dwayne Allen, good 1-2, and then get a good shot off on the front post, which I think Hutchinson should have saved and gave Cavalier the easy 2-goal lead. It was just even further easy from there going on in the first half, and they got much more chances to extend the lead and wrap up the game quite comfortably. But thanks to a comeback display by Hutchinson in the Arnett goal, they kept Cavalier out. But honestly, Arnett just looked in total disarray. Fabian Reed, who had such a great game in the last match, was basically a ghost in this match, except for one chance that he had that he, tried to react fast enough on the line that ended up clearing it instead of scoring. And Arnett's biggest issue, I thought, in the game is that they were just not playing the balls wide enough and fast enough. They tried to go down the middle, and it was not playing the football fast enough to do so. And then when it's time to go wide, they took too long. They also tried their best to see if their wing backs can float balls in, but every ball that was coming from both the left and the right back was too long or just inaccurate. So they had major trouble. I would say this though, Kelson, their number 10, was the one bright spot, I think, in that Arnett team, in the Arnett attack. He was trying his best to, sometimes feel like it's a one-man show to try to pull his side back into it, and he even hit the post from a free kick. But overall, yes, they were better in the second half, especially when the changes were wrong. And I thought that was another issue as well, that Gilbert took a little bit too long to read the changes. He waited the 60th minute before I saw some changes come in. But, they were a bit better, but it felt like Cavalier was not pressured. Cavalier was just kicking back and just waiting for the time to run out. And then it got even easier when Rashawn Amos got a red card in the 78th minute, which I thought the referee completely got it wrong. I assume she thought that Amos purposely headbutt the striker, but it didn't seem like that in the replays, and I thought it was a harsh red. But from there, the game got even much more easier for Cavalier, who even got a goal again from Chanel Thomas in the 90th minute, again from another poor defensive display by the Arnett team that let he walk in and finish off a goal. So yeah, a game that was billed as a top match against the top teams was too one-sided in my eyes, and Cavalier just easy breeze off Arnett for this win. All the stats say, and so the stats reflect that. Alright, so here's the stats. Cavalier had 13 total shots compared to Arnett 6. Cavalier had 6 shots on target compared to 0. I'm going to say it again, compared to 0 by Arnett. 8 corners to 7, 2 yellow cards for Cavalier. So yeah, not much for Arnett. It's disappointing to see them never really seemed that they were up for this game. While Cavalier, not a clean sheet. This is their 4th clean sheet in a row. And things are already looking up. So with all them, some of them best players back, it seems that Cavalier really mounting for a challenge to that top 2 position. While Arnett have get it together, just as easily they can find themselves in the top 2, they could also easily find themselves 5th or 6th if they don't get up for more of these matches. But yeah, that was it. There's 2 matches over the weekend. Just a reminder what's happening. Cavalier and Harbour are back in action again Wednesday to run off match week 8. Harbour would face Dumbo Olin, and then Cavalier will travel to Humble Lion in Clarendon. So, some good matches there, especially I would love to see the Harbour Dumbo Olin game. I think that would be a great match. So both games should be on Sportsbox if I understand it. But yeah, that's all I got here. When I'll stay too long, those 2 matches. Again, I was disappointed as a neutral. I was hoping for a tough match between the 2 bottom dwellers and a top match between the 2 top teams. Didn't really quite get that this weekend. But Wednesday seems to be much better and we look forward to it. Any people might run, we'll be back here Thursday to talk about the Wednesday games. For anything else at Jamaican Premier League action and information, keep it locked here at Jamaica Fan. We're out.